Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and tonight we're bringing you the voices of a patient and his caretaker. But first, where does treatment stand as of right now? Well, last month I spoke to you about an Alzheimer's vaccine that UB is spearheading. Here's what the leader of the program's research team told me about PattyVax so far.
I think at this point we've shown that the vaccine can be effective in a early stage Alzheimer's disease model. We're now currently testing in a later stage, more therapeutic model that's a bit more relevant to how this treatment would be given to patients. And down the line, we're very excited about the prospects of advancing this into human testing.
Now, PattyVax is the third prospective vaccine to emerge for the degenerative disease. Now, right now, it's being tested on rats, but Dr. Lovell says the goal is to get it FDA approved for humans. And here's a couple of stats about the disease. Nearly 7 million Americans suffer from Alzheimer's, and that number is only expected to rise by about 2050, going up to 13 million. 1 in 5 women are at risk of getting diagnosed, and 1 in 10 men. Over 11 million Americans provide unpaid care for Alzheimer's patients.
Hallmark. We play Skippo.
Numbers,
so it's keeps the brain, like I say, active. And anything like that with words or
words
just
with friends.
Meet Tom and Michele Drabik. The Grand Island couple has been married for 40 years, but in July 2021, their world changed. Tom was diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment. It's a condition that affects memory and thinking skills and can increase the development of Alzheimer's disease.
I told my neurologist that I was forgetting words, or else I would be talking and I would lose my train of thought.
Couldn't express the words, and he'd try in different ways and still couldn't find the word.
Couldn't find it.
Tom told me he had a tremor in his hand, which led to him making an appointment with a neurologist.
She took that into consideration and did another MRI on me, and that resulted in a decrease in the brain capacity that she saw. And what that was that they recognized as Alzheimer's.
He was 74 years old at the time. Today, he's 77 with his wife Michele as his caregiver.
Because I have neuropathy in my feet also. I forgot what that one.
Sensory
neuropathy. So my brain doesn't recognize that I'm hitting the ground, so to speak.
Since his diagnosis, she tells me that they've gone to support groups like Early Stages Social Engagement Program.
A lot of them share similar stories, similar experiences, and just can really find time to relate to one another and have that space, that 1 hour that is just for them, that is just to decompress and be with other people.
Amara May is the director of the Alzheimer's Association Western New York chapter for program outreach. The local chapter offers more than 30 support groups on a variety of platforms from virtual, in-person, and hybrid. It's also great for caretakers like Michele.
He seems to have more energy now, and maybe it's the medication, but he seems to have plateaued, which is the hope. That's why you want to get this stuff diagnosed early and start doing these things early, because they make a bigger difference.
The Drabiks emphasize the importance of getting checked as soon as you see what could be the first signs of Alzheimer's. It could be memory loss, difficulty with language, confusion, or poor judgment. Early diagnosis changes your outcome.
We know that the brain cannot get better once you start having this disease, but there's a lot of opportunity to slow progression and keep people as good as they are. So the earlier we catch the disease, the better.
Dr. Kinga Segedi is the director of the University at Buffalo's Alzheimer's Disease and Memory Disorders Center. She helped start the center from the ground up, having 1 patient per week to now having about 500 a year.
We have a clinical trial program where we are testing new medications, and actually we were part of the clinical trial that led to the approval of Kisunla, the new medication for Alzheimer's disease.
With promising treatment, the Drabiks say if diagnosis comes your way, don't panic.
You have to plan to do positive things, because you can't rob today by worrying about tomorrow and how this disease may progress.
To speak with someone, if you are struggling, you can call the 24-hour helpline on your screen. That's 800-272-3900, or live chat with someone on the Alzheimer's Association website.